Hey everybody, welcome to Saturday Dance. I hope you had a wonderful day of gratitude, and I am so excited to have a special guest with us today. We have Mason Giller over here on guitar.
Hi, everyone.
Got a human tuning in from England even. There he is with his whole setup. Gonna make some tunes for us. And then we have a live dancer, Antonia. And so it'll be a really fun class. Thank you for joining. If you're here on the Instagram, click that Patreon link. It's a free class, but you can join Patreon and you'll get a way better view that way. I promise you'll get to see all the things rather than just, this other view. So come on over. And now, meanwhile, it's okay. Here we go. So today is the continuation of the gratitude challenge, and the theme is connection. Okay, this is the theme that we end on for gratitude is how we connect to ourselves and how we connect to gratitude and how we connect to each other within our community. And so that is a really beautiful way to start this Saturday and get into our body. So we have, oh, Sarah says there's no video. Hold on. Okay, checking in on the video. But as we go, as Jason gets these beats, let's start to connect into our body and into ourselves. Take a deep breath in, all the way in, and all the way out. Start to feel your feet down on the ground. Start to raise those shoulders up, and then drop them down nice and slow. Take another deep breath in, inhale. Connect to that breath, exhale out, shoulders down. Start to sway the hips side to side as you let your shoulders get really far down. Let your head go side. Let those hips start to warm up the bottom of the spine. And begin this serpentine sway with the top and the bottom of the spine in relationship to each other. Take a deep breath in, inhale. Arms float up, and then exhale, wind them down with your spine. Just let that spine go in an authentic spiral wherever it wants. Today's focus is connection to the body and stretch. Do it again. Take a deep breath in. Ground those feet, raise tall. Fill lungs with air, and as you come down, stretch top of head to bottom of tailbone, stretching the micro movements of that spine. One more time, deep breath in. Connect to that breath. Connect to your body. Exhale. And start to relax that mind even farther. This class is one of you and your body, where everything is exactly as you need it. You are your best teacher. Start to walk these feet really slow. Deep breath. Connection juicy into the floor, like you're squishing oranges with every single bit. Here we articulate through the feet. Start to articulate through the hands as well. This juicy push into the toes, this pull, this flex, this point. Two more. Take a deep breath in. Focusing on balance, taking energy into your midsection, holding in the center, connecting. Good. Take another deep breath in, both arms out. Warming up those lungs, warming up the spine. This time, dive forward, forward fold. Weight on your toes and your heels. Head fully relaxed. Sway the hips side to side, just as we did. Bend the knees, nice and generous. Be so generous with that bend. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. One more. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Good. Bending down, rolling up. Up here at the top, take both hands. Fill them up. This is our last AbunDANCE class for the year. I want you to fill your hands with gratitude for all the abundance that you have. Let yourself relax into the back of your spine, almost like you're sitting back into a chair. Forget about what you don't have and think about what you do. Let it fill your palms up, and then lay your hands on your body anywhere you want. Let these hands infuse your full body as you connect to gratitude, as you connect to that which makes you feel full. And I want you to feel even more full right now. Full of breath, full of possibility, full of openness. Inhale. And as you exhale out, sink back farther into that back body, into the spine, like you're pressing it into a wall. And as you inhale, open up into the front body, feeling full. Exhale out. One more. Let this breath open up and stretch your spine from the inside out. Exhale, sink back. Trail those arms down once again. And press them palms up. Slowly raise them up. Open the shoulders. Set an intention of gratitude and connection as they fly all the way up over the head. And as they reach that point, let them just pour all that gratitude over you and let yourself bask in this waterfall. Start to move your hips again, however it feels, almost like you're wafting yourself with delicious waterfalls of gratitude. Abundance. Take a deep breath in. This time, take the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Drop those shoulders down away from the ears. Forward fold. And let yourself bend the knees deeply. Let the head fully hang forward. And nod up and down, yes and no. And then side to side, maybe, no. And grab those elbows. Hands hold the elbows so you have a little crook. And now open the shoulders here. We gotta hang first before we open. This releases the body and tells it to stop holding on so much. Now with those elbows held, rock back and forth, up and down with the knees bent. Opening up through that spine. Fine pause. Let yourself pendulum into stillness. Don't stop it. Just let it go. Head is heavy. Take a deep breath in. Open those toes up. Press them into the floor. Open those hands up off your elbows and bend your knees so much that you press hands and feet into floor all the way down. Nice little full squat, and then pop those hips back up. If you need to pull those arms off the ground to get your hips up and your legs straight, do it. Just find that opening in the hamstring. Open up into those legs. Take a deep breath in. Take a deep breath out. Coming back down. If you can, straighten those legs and get whatever hamstring stretch you want in here. Don't let the head cock up. Let it relax forward. Let it relax. Shake it out. Take a deep breath in. You can hold onto those legs. And then bend the knees nice and juicy. Let's open them up. Take a deep breath in. Inhale. Now roll it up. Good. Let's roll the hips around. Opening up in the bottom of the spine. Today is a juicy dance stretch. So we're not stretching as in a yogic sense, right? We're moving the whole time. Bend those knees deeper. Let yourself open into the deep hips here. If you notice any cracks or pops, just inhale, taller through the spine, and then press your feet down, grounding connection to the floor. Yes. Take a deep breath in, roll the other way. Now, can you let the top of your head go? Can you relax those hands and that jaw so maybe your mouth opens so you breathe through your mouth? Mouth, jaw, hips, they are all connected. Take one more breath in, inhale. You should be breathing the whole time. This time, open up the palms, drop the shoulders, and give me a little back bend up towards the sky. Sun yourself. Inhale, inhale, inhale. Exhale, down, wide leg forward fold. Now, inhale, hold here. Exhale, walk the hands out into this wide leg, down dog, or kind of a bear. And press your heels into the floor as much as you can. And press your hands away from them. Put your tailbone up to the sky. And walk your knees one at a time, doing little hip circles here. Press all 10 fingers, all 10 knuckles, all palms into the floor. Bend those knees generously. Juice up those hamstrings and roll the hips the other way. Tiny little hip rolls, opening through hamstrings and hips and lower back. If you want to add a little abdominal crunch in there too as you come forward, drop the shoulders away from the ears and activate that lower abdominal wall. Take a deep breath in. Pause the movement and walk your hands back. Take your time. Take your time. There's no rush. Life has been crazy. So take these moments to just be here. Bend those knees. And now shift the weight over to the left. My knees are nice and bent. And without accessing any neck tension, I want you to rock your weight back and forth. A little bit of tension in the abdominal wall to keep that lower back releasing. Bending these knees, getting into the hips. Even if you can't go that far and your hands are up here on your thighs, get it. This is for you. Legs straight, same thing. Get into those hamstrings. We're going to tilt the hips over to the left. Tilt the hips over to the right. So we feel this outer hamstring opening. If you want to go a little farther, you can open your left arm up into a wide winged stretch and then shift hands. Left hand down, right hand up as you push the hips over the right. Another one like this, over. Let the head be so soft, lift it up. Down. This is easy, don't force it, up. Good, one more of these, but bend the knees and do whatever feels good to your body. Inhale, let it go, no stress, no tension. That doesn't help our muscles stretch. Inhale. Exhale down into the center, roll it up as slow as you can. 8, 7, 6, let the shoulders go. 5, 4, open the mouth again. 3, 2, 1, up top. Pull those arms up. Give me a big open mouth. Maybe yawn. Ah, make a noise. Stretch like you're getting out of bed. Good. Turn the heels in. Give me a nice deep bend in those knees and come back up. Good. Stretch the arms out. Inhale. Exhale. Coming back in. Inhale, expand. Exhale. Contract. It's a balance. Inhale, expand, and exhale, go inward, suction inside. One more. Inhale, exhale. Good. This time, place those hands on your body. Make your fingertips alive. Feel your senses as you cascade the fingers down your torso. And as you bend your knees, allow those fingertips to touch on the tips of your knees and let the palms press into the thighs so you can get down farther. Relax the toes. Now press the shoulders away from the ears so you get a spinal stretch. Tailbone to top of head relationship. Can you flare your tailbone back and tuck it forward? So let your tailbone go back and arch your back a little bit here. Drop your shoulders. Don't try so hard. Exhale. Deep pull curves. Like we're doing cat-cow if you do yoga here, but we're spinal flexing. Take it down. Good. Bend a little farther and then scoop it up. Pull those feet in as you inhale, shoulders up to the ears. Do 3 shoulder drops. Inhale deep. Exhale, drop the shoulders. I want you to make a noise. Inhale, bend the knees. Exhale. Oh, so good. Inhale, bend the knees. One more. Exhale. Good. Shake it up. Shake out those shoulders. Shake out these hips. Shake them up and down. Shake them side to side. Bounce up and down. Give me little jumps. See if you can let your shoulders relax more. Good. Take a deep breath in and pause. Come take your hands and your fingertips to your heart. Feel any electricity in there. Notice your heartbeat. This heart puts blood everywhere through the body. Balance on one leg here. Can you tune into your heartbeat as you balance and maybe roll that ankle? Tune into the heartbeat, switch legs. Slowly, take your time. Can you notice your heartbeat is mirrored with the music? Tuning in, connecting inwards. Good, take a deep breath in. Place those feet down. Good, we go bend deep into those ankles. And now stretch it up. Scoop underneath the booty. Exhale. Get tall. Come up on releve, up on your toes. Bend, put the heels down, legs straight. Now bend into those ankles. In this bent spot, do a couple hip rolls. And notice how this opens up the lower legs and the ankles. Good. Reverse just if you let those hands dangle. No reason to hold them. Good. Take a deep breath in. Pull it up. Straight legs. Scoop underneath the booty. Activate the core. Lift tall. Take those arms out. Imagine that you're flying here. Extra credit. Go for a couple hip rolls here. Noticing how you're stabilizing in your ankles and your toes. Lift up. Taller. 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 Good. Coming back down. Bend those knees juicy. 2 hip rolls in either direction. Make it delicious. Good, roll the other way. Good, inhale, lift tall. This time if you want, you can turn your feet out just a little as you come up to releve. Take a deep breath in. Take those arms up, lift underneath your elbows for extra lift. Hands can be forward or down, up through the top of the head, and maybe try those hip circles. Remember, there's nothing you need to do. There's nothing you need to prove. And so this should just be fun. Take a deep breath in, lift the elbows up. Exhale, down. Good. Forward fold this time. Inhale, one more time. Up into releve. Scoop those legs together. Inhale, inhale, inhale. Pull legs. Open arms. Holding this delicious open posture. Shift your weight over to the right and the left and turn. Maybe test your balance and pick it up. Stretching through those feet and let yourself walk in this little twiggy toothpick leg walk and just laugh at yourself. Stretching through those feet, stretching through that spine. Good, here we go. And bend into, those Achilles and feel that sweet release. Open your jaw. Fold it all the way down. Fold it all the way up. Okay, this time, forward fold, turn your toes in. Pigeon toe, turn them in. And now press your hips back as you juicy fold down. Activate the abdominal wall. And let your head hang here for 2 deep breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Release more. One more. Exhale. Good. Bend your knees. Roll it up. This time, turn your toes out. You can push your heels together or you can put them a little apart. Doesn't matter to me. Inhale deep. This is going to get the inner thighs. Exhale. Bend at the hips. Try to keep a flat back as long as you can. And then let it round over. But still try to flare that tailbone up to the sky and feel this stretch in the inner hips, the inner hamstrings. Let that head go. Deep breath in. Bend your knees whenever you need to get a little juice into that hamstring. That juice is the blood that your heart pumps. It's the oxygen that fuels it through your lungs. So take another deeper breath in. Exhale out. Bending deep. And then this time roll up with a bent leg. Activate the inner thighs and the booty and the core. And we come up into just a little releve, stretching tall through those muscles. Now dance with your arms and your hips, challenging your neck to open and release. Good, coming down. Good, shake out the right leg, shake it out, shake it out. Shake out the hands too if you want. And then the left leg, shake it out from the hip, shake the muscles from the bone, shimmy the booty, shake the shoulders. Relax any tension. Thank you, Mason Giller, for all this music. Take a deep breath in. Arms up and open up with gratitude. Thank you. We have so much to be grateful for. And the more we circle into gratitude, let those arms keep falling, the more we can find more abundance around us. Take a deep breath in. One more time. Inhale. Stretching from the inside out. All these deep breaths are opening micro muscles around your heart, through your rib cage, taking it down slow. What are you grateful for? Inhale. Exhale. This time we're going to go forward and back. So come forward. Find that cat-cow, and we're going to stretch through the back. Curl the hands around each other, and then as you open, inhale, lift up and forward. Drop the shoulders. Open like you're over a beach ball. Exhale, forward. So we're going to juice the spine forward and back. Tailbone and head curl together like you're trying to make a tiny ball. Exhale, open. Tailbone flares up towards the head. Opposite curve. One more. Down. Actually, maybe a couple more. Take your time. Inhale. You can imagine you're moving through honey or water. Drop those shoulders. Open up. Open your jaw. One more now. Inhale. And exhale. Curve that tailbone to the tip top of the head. Out. Good. Coming back to center. Now take that concept. Touch the top of your head. And now take your other hand to the tip of your tailbone, right between your booty cheeks up at the top, like the sacrum space, right? The base of your spine. And now I want you to roll your head and roll your tailbone. And find this relationship from top of spine to bottom of spine, stretching. This stretches the micro muscles in your torso. Opening. The more you can soften, the more you will stretch. Good. You can release either of those if you want, but keep that mental connection, just like a tether, as you go the other way. Tailbone to top of head. Let this massage out your back. You can curve through the chest. You can open the kidneys. You can press the stomach forward, opening through every part of your body. Opening, opening. Perfect. Good. Take a deep breath in. Take the right arm out. Open. Reach the torso sideways. Can you stretch out through that side torso more? Slide like you're reaching for something you desire. Inhale. Fill that palm with gratitude as you lift up and over. And stretch over to the opposite side. Bend those knees deep. Inhale. Pull the ribs in so they're in line. Drop your shoulders. Maybe open your jaw. Can you feel the stretch through your jaw? Good. Look up into the arm. And then look down at the floor. Take a deep breath in. Soften more. Inhale. Look up. Drop your shoulder. Exhale. Look down. Good. Reaching out. Up. Over. Let's reset and do 2 hip and full spine circles in each direction. Plant those feet. Let the arms be fully relaxed. Connect mind to body. What do you feel? One more. This time, other palm reaches out. Inhale, up. Get tall. Press the feet down. Connecting toes. Arm reaches out. Palm up. Filled with gratitude. Over. Stretch to that same side we just stretched. And see if you can go a little farther. Take your gaze there. Take a deep breath in as you lift. Palm full of gratitude, pouring it over you, and then over to the side. Arms reach opposite. Take a deep breath in. Exhaling out. Open the jaw. Inhale, bend the knees. Look up. Juicing up that neck, no tension in the neck. Over, down. Oh, can you open up through that jaw? Inhale, up. Drop shoulders, reach arm. Tone belly, close ribs, down. Good, reaching out to come up. And then let that arm fall down. And let's just juice right into those circles. Top of head to bottom of spine. Deep opening within the torso. This should massage the space between your shoulder blades and your kidneys and your lower back. Reverse those circles, spiral. Breathing generously. Good. Take a deep breath in. Exhale out. Let's turn both toes to one direction. I'm going towards the right, towards Mason Chiller on guitar. Take a deep breath in here. We're going to get into our hamstring first. So here, with both toes, press both feet down so you feel yourself get taller. Press both feet so you reach up with the top of your head and activate the core. Now, take the arms open to behind. Cross your fingers, interlace them, and then reach them back and up and burst your heart forward. Deep breath in. You can bend your knees as you juice it forward or keep them straight. Your choice, your class. Forward. Test your balance by scooping more into that core. Good. Bend the knees, roll it up. Let those arms pour down. Good. This time, bend the front knee, lift up on the back toe, and scoop it back just a little bit. So we feel a stretch through the front of that leg. Good. Toes are both facing up. Scoop under. Can you pull yourself up a little more and find how that gives you more stability? And then press down. We're going to juice up, and we're going to juice down. Can you start to give me maybe a little bit of chest here? Down, opening and closing those shoulders, letting yourself not be so rigid. Activate in the core, juicing up, juicing down. Feel it in the front of that back leg. Good, this time take both arms up, inhale. Now, can you scoop tailbone into head, bend that back knee as much as you need, curving in, just like we did before. Inhale, stretch that back leg, flare your tailbone back, and find me that C curve in the back. One more time. Inhale, can you find a little more space? Curve those arms in, big C curve forward. Exhale, open. Good, this time come forward and down, both hands on either side of that foot. Inhale. Exhale, down. Maybe slide that foot out a little more, wherever you are. Knee is over top of ankle. Okay, bend that knee and give me a couple hip rolls here. Can you open up those hips? Bend either knee or stretch either knee. Good, and then reverse those and just test the waters. Put a little more tension in the abdominal wall to help you stabilize. Good, inhale. Exhale, pause. Okay, so now we lift up with our hips, maybe tighten it up a little bit, and we're gonna juice forward and back. You can, if you have open hamstrings, bend the back leg and flex the front foot. Try to keep those hips square. And then juice it forward into a lunge. You can maybe lift up onto that knee if you feel like you have that stability, and then juice it back. We're not staying long in either of these. We're doing a dance forward and back. Forward and back. Maybe you lift it up. Forward and back. One more. So we're stretching and strengthening back. Lift it up. Good. Now this time, do whatever you want. Take a couple breaths. Maybe roll those hips. Explore that hamstring. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Remember, it's no good if you stay in this stretch and you don't breathe. Your breathing is your opening. It's your capacity for stretching from the inside. Okay. Slowly walk your hands to the center. So we're in another wide-legged situation. And this time, we're going to turn your knees out and just find yourself on the floor. We're going to be into a juicy wide leg situation. Good. Okay, so now here, open your legs up and we're just going to roll our hips around. Okay, so see if you can activate that top of head, spinal, opening up in those hips. If you need to bend your knees, go for it. You can keep your legs almost forward. But wherever you are, juice that tailbone connection before you get into any more stretches. We're opening up slowly. Good. Take a deep breath in. Reverse the other direction. This helps to release the hamstrings, the quads, the inner thighs. Good. One more. Good. Now we go forward. We got to juice it up. We have to lubricate it before we can really stretch. Come forward as much as you want, and then curve it back up. We're going forward again. Can you arch that back forward? Go as far as you can. And then curve it back up. Activate. Pull the legs into themselves. Forward. Curve it up. Last one. Now we hold it forward. You can prop yourself up on elbows or hands, but wherever you are, try to flare that tailbone back, right? So rather than rounding over, even if you don't go very far, I want you to focus on taking that tailbone we just touched and flaring it back while keeping your knees pointed towards the ceiling. Remember, it's not about any of the ego trips, stretching flat to the floor. It's about listening to your body, but not judging what it can do or what it used to do or what you want it to do or what you saw on Instagram or what I can do. Take one more deep breath here. Now this time, juicy round forward. And then lift up. Jason, I love that Bach. Okay, now this time, take your hands, take your legs in, and then manually lubricate those joints back and forth. Okay, now, take those joints up, take your arms back, and we're gonna rock and roll over our booty. Take two more like this. And plant those feet. Take your palms in towards your feet. And we're just going to lift up, stretching through the front of the shoulders. Good. You can give me a couple hip rolls here too if you want. Letting those hips move you. Reverse directions. Don't hyperextend the elbows, but press up. Good, and then maybe give me full body circles. Full body circles around those shoulders, just one or two. Noticing how you feel in those wrists. Good, take the feet down. This time, on your back. Sorry, Mom, if you're watching, we're going to your back. You best not fall asleep. Take your knees and hug them. Maybe draw little circles or rock them side to side and just see how this compression feels. Inhale. Take the time, slow. Good. Take your right arm open and then twist yourself over into a little egg pose or like a little child's pose. Take your knee to your nose. And then press your hands into the floor, tuck your toes under, and then roll yourself up. Good. Take a deep breath in as you do. Just a couple more. This is the theme of the class. These top of head to tailbone rolls. And see if these are any easier now. If your hips are any more open on one side or another. If it's easier for you to breathe into the side of your rib cage or the front to the back. Good. This time, inhale. Center. Turn your toes the other direction. For me, this is left. Both of them are parallel. Square those hips off. And then interlace those fingers, opposite direction, awkward way. Press them down, lift it, up, inhale, and forward fold. Push that tailbone towards the sky. Squeeze your legs together. Squeeze your booty. Hold it here, inhale. Exhale, bend. Roll it up, let those hands go. Take the arms up. Good, now go forward. Stretch out through that hamstring. Can you square your hips by pulling the back hip forward and the hip the hamstring you're stretching back. So back, legs, hip forward. Drop that head, inhale. Flare that tailbone up. Can you flatten the back a little bit and see if that increases your stretch? Good, bend the knees. Lift up onto the back toe. Scoot it back a little bit. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, roll it up. Squeeze the legs together. You can bend the back leg as much as you want. Open up. Now here, tailbone to top of head. Scoop top of head into tailbone. Big circle, and then back. Press that heel back. Lift up through the chest and the chin. Tailbone, top of head relationship. Forward. And then reverse back. Good. One more of these. Find that juice in the spine. Scoop your legs together. Stretch and straighten. Inhale. Juicing through that front leg. Inhale. Arms go all the way back. And then take them down around either side of your front foot. Remember, knee is right over top of your toe. You can scoot your back leg back if you want a little deeper stretch. Okay? Try to relax your jaw, relax your neck. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, roll those hips. Find while this isn't a traditional way of stretching, this still gets into every aspect of that hip joint. Reverse it the other way. Inhale. Maybe it even loosens it a little more by looking at the three-dimensionality of your joints. Inhale. Exhale, mouth open. Good, we juice it back in front. You could tuck that back foot in a little bit if you want. We bend into the back foot, stretch through that front heel, and then reverse forward, maybe even lifting up or touching that top of knee, and then bend it back. It's like we're doing that same round and arch, but this time adding the legs in. Lift it up, activate through hamstrings and quadriceps, down and back, juice it up twice more, and forward. Last one. lift it up. Now this time, come forward. Take both hands to the inside of the front leg, and then wind yourself down, back onto your booty. And then give your legs a little bit of a shake, or smash them into the floor. Good. Take a deep breath in. We're going to stretch into our hips. So take the right leg in first. Inhale. You can flex that other foot or point it. The choice is yours. And then we roll forward over this hip and lift up. I want you to think about that tailbone initiating every little bit of your movement forward. Lift. Good. One more forward. Lift. Okay, now here, can you do those little tailbone circles? Ooh. And see how that reacts in that hip joint. Can you open wherever you're feeling tight by sending a little bit of breath and a little bit of softness there, wherever it is. Right, remember, either knee can bend. Good, take a deep breath in. Now this time, turn your chest towards that bent knee, and then roll over, and just hold here. You can put your hands forward and press back to get into the lower back or the mid back. Press the elbow down, or keep the hand up, and then open up into a side stretch here. Inhale. Exhale, forward. Find yourself over the front of that leg this time. Go a little farther towards the center. Just see how this opens up that hip joint slowly. Take a deep breath in. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release even more. One more. Inhale. Gathering all that tension that you're holding. Exhale out. Maybe tilt your head side to side and notice if that either direction accentuates the stretch in your hip. Good, coming back up, pressing hands. Good, and now turn that knee in and out. Out, juice that joint. In, activate the belly, and out. In, and out. Now press it out. Good, let's give ourselves a little stretch forward. Flare the tailbone first, and go forward a little bit. And then roll it up. One more, inhale. And now bend that other knee in. Oh, man, this is begging for it. It just wants it so bad. It's like, give me more of this stretch. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Juice it forward. Curve the tailbone up and under. And then go forward again. Forward. And up. Curve that belly. Let your abdominal wall massage. Can you flex, arch, and contract your spine? And let that tailbone activation do the stretching of the hip for you rather than holding and forcing. Inhale, lift up. Good, do those little spinal circles this time, side to side. Rolling top of head and activating booty. Can you maybe lift up that booty off the floor forward and then curve back onto your butt cheeks? Forward and lift. Exhale and curve, using the lower belly to govern all of this motion. One more. Good, deep breath in, lift up. Tall, 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 straight spine, activate core. Turn over towards that knee, fold it forward, juice it up. Couple of these little bows. You can think of them as bows of gratitude to yourself. Let yourself go down and then juice it up, curve in. This way we get juice in that joint. forward. One more, and then we'll hold it over. Good. Lift. Over and hold it. Flat pancake over that arm. You can press your arms out in front of you and push your hands into the ground to push you away. Feeling it in the back more. Maybe notice which way your head turns and how that activates into this hip, this back. Rocking the top of the spine. Okay, now left arm, same arm as bent leg, comes over to the floor and roll up into a side stretch. Inhale, hold it here, deep breath in. Side of belly, exhale, forward. Good. Walking it forward into a more forward stretch with that one bent leg. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Good. One more. Roll it up. Exhale out. Take both hands. Here we juice it up. Inhale. Lift up. Find that tailbone activation to give you more of a stretch. Inhale. Curve the tailbone in. Exhale, forward and down. One more, then we hold it. Inhale, curve it under. Exhale, forward, and walk the hands forward. Stretch out over that leg. Turn the head right and left. Kind of twerking the top of the spine. And noticing how that sort of forces the whole body, the whole spinal column to release. Deep breath in. Deep breath out, still. Take a lift with your hands, pressing yourself up. Good. Coming back, arms behind the hips as we waft that knee in and out. In and out. Noticing more space maybe in both legs. How do your hips feel? Deep breath in, deep breath out. Good. Take those feet both together. We're going to go for both hips. I want you to, once again, find the relationship to that tailbone. Can you find a little more space in that tailbone? Maybe butterfly those knees. Okay, now we go lift up and forward. We're going to juice a whole bunch of times forward and back. And then lift it up and back. Now up at the top, try to either hold on to your ankles if you need a little more. Burst that chest forward, activate the tailbone, and then curve it forward. And then juice it up and back. Every time you'll be able to go a little farther. Arch it all the way up at the top and juice it forward. Over, over, over. Roll it up, tailbone to top of head, and then reverse it. Arch up at the top, tailbone back, top of head back, chest forward, and last one down. Hold it here. Let those hands off of the ankles if you want, and then press them forward. Gazing at these lovely toes of yours. Send them lots of appreciation for all that they do for us. Standing. Adjusting balance. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Can you inflate those lungs and let that stretch more into your hips? Exhale out. Good. Now walk both hands over to the right side and stretch out through the left lower back. Take a deep breath in. Exhale out. Let that head hang. Good. Roll over. Walk your hands over to the other side. Super slowly. Take your time. Over this time to the left as far as you want to go. Inhale. Exhale. Can you soften more in those shoulders? In that jaw. In your neck. Deep breath in, soft. Exhale out, soft. Good. Coming back to the center. And now walk yourself up. Find standing tall with the spine. Take both legs back. Turn them both in now. Reverse that hip. Maybe bobble your knees in, one in, then the other. In and in and in. Oh, this blues, Jason. Amazing. Good. Now just let yourself fly with those hips. Can you let your tailbone go so much that maybe you open up through? I want you to let yourself rock and roll and open up through the neck, open up through the collarbone, and just let yourself massage your booty with these nice open hips. 2 more each direction. Find expression. Last set. Last set. Good. This time, roll onto your back. Hug those knees back in. Compress the hips in. Rock them side to side. Take your legs up. Boom. Let them dance on top of you. Point those toes as hard as you can. Stretching through your legs. Stretching through your wrists. Maybe opening up into a straddle here. Oof. Open, open. Close it and stretch. Walk, bicycle those legs. Maybe take your left leg in. Hug it into your face. Close. Maybe opening and closing. Stretching that hamstring just a little. Now bicycle them back out. Just a little mini. Pointing those toes, take the other leg in, activate that hamstring. Woof, woof. Good. Cross it forward, cross it over, cross it out. Bend that knee, whatever feels good. Last time, open and explore with those legs. 3-dimensional. Walking and stretching those feet. Flex now, stretch through the Achilles. Boom, press the heels up towards the ceiling. Good. Roll it over. Bend the knees. Find your way up to standing. Take a deep breath in. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Up. Good. Now let yourself slowly, for the last few minutes of this, I want you to explore the openness of your body. Okay, we're just going to listen to the tunes of this here Mason Giller. And I want for you to, in your own unique stretch dance, this circle just keeps coming back to me. I want you to let yourself feel into all of the space you've created. And in true Gaea Lady fashion, don't care about what you look like. Inhale. Sarah, I'm so glad that you tuned in. And just let your hips and let your feet stretch dance you around, winding that tailbone, winding the top of the head. However you feel. Maybe your body craves another stretch. But can you do it as you dance? Can you bring in more gratitude as you add to Mason Giller's music with your body? A kinetic expression of your stretching, your capacity to connect and open. Breathing deep into those lungs still, letting everything Exactly. Breathing, letting that fuel this expression. How creative can you get? Remember, throw out whatever is holding you back. What do I look like? Are you judging yourself? Are you just purely loving the way that this feels? Infuse both palms with gratitude, both feet with more gratitude. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Ready to wind it down? Ready to wind it down? Start to let these movements become a little more internal. Can you let that tailbone move the inside of your ribs up through the top of your head? Can you bring your fingertips to your skin? Letting yourself feel where you are. Bringing maybe, if you take my burlesque classes, a little bit of that pussy magic in. Letting yourself open into your own potentiality of gratitude, of abundance. November's theme for me and all my patrons on my Patreon was abundance, is abundance. And December's theme is connection. And so I do hope that you can join me as we continue to move and groove. You can always join my Patreon, and I will be so grateful. So many great offerings there. We'll also be offering a juicy 6-month course with philosophy and dance that culminates in performance art creation starting in January. So you can holler at me if that interests you, and I can give you entrance to the free masterclass. Take a deep breath in, deep breath out. Think for a moment before we close of the deep connections from your heart to every part of you through your veins. The connections from your brain through your nervous system to every bit of your body. From the connection of the air outside to the air inside. Think about the connection to those you love, this web, this atlas of being. Now we can choose to recognize the connection, or how we can choose to be dissatisfied. It's your choice. Fill yourself now with full gratitude. Take your arms to your heart. Give yourself as much self-love and gratitude as you can pour on in. Fill yourself up. Inhale, last one. Make a noise out through your mouth. Let your hands pour down back. Thank you for joining me. I'm Mason Giller as we create magic for you with our connection. Thanks for being here live, Antonia. Thank you. Thanks for all of you for showing up here online and continuing to do so. This connection is so important to me, to us. And so I do hope that you can join me on the journeys as we go forward. Maybe the 6-month course is calling you. Maybe the Patreon with the burlesque, the silk veil, the dance classes. Maybe you just want to support me and Jason as we make magic and I give back to you. So, however it is, please stay connected to you, to me, and to those you love. So, I appreciate you. I'll see you around. Talk to you soon. Stay connected.